This is what it is. This is what the state of humanity is at. Or more so, I say this is where the state of humanity is at. Um, I woke up today and I'm like, let me make another video. I apologize in advance. There's a couple of little notifications pop up. It's you know, just apartment uh finding apps, and I try to make these videos. I try to take my time on these you know, moves for these videos so that we have some time to talk. Um, the two people I played two games today, and you know, they both went into some state of comatose. I'm not too sure, but nonetheless, the state of humanity in today's economy, today's society, um, men and women are. I mean, it just seems that the gap between financial stability and poverty has is just increasing by the hour. Um, I mean, really, let's talk about it. Minimum wage in some of the best cities is at 18, $17. What type of jobs are those? We have anything from a barista to waiter. Um, I guess depending on the location of some of these jobs, we have to include tips and other things like that. Let's round about and just say on a low income, somebody makes anywhere from $2,000 after taxes a week to about, let's just say, 32, $3,500 a month. Okay, we're gonna off the bat eliminate the person who's making $2,000 a month, because if you're making $2,000 a month after taxes, not only do you not have enough to pay for 90% and up of apartments, any place that you'd actually want to live, but you also do not make enough money to travel. You don't make enough money to eat. You definitely don't make enough money to try to substantiate a relationship, to maintain a relationship with, let alone people you're just meeting or people that actually count on you or need you in any type of way, family or whatnot. So, okay, we get to this place where let's go up. Okay, 2000 is eliminated. You're most likely going to need some type of public assistance, and you're most likely not living on your own. You can rent a room for 800 to 1200 in most, let's just say, more populated cities. I'm sure that price decreases as we go around the states. Let's Because if we're talking about anything outside of the country, it just gets worse. So, okay, if the numbers are going down, let's just eliminate those ones off the end as well. That means that you're making less as, you know, a pay wage in that state. So, just because the cost of living goes down doesn't mean that the expectation of society goes down along with it. So, okay, let's move up. 2,500 a month doesn't really much change in that. I guess you make, enough to eat some trashy food, um, to get around a little bit. Let's go up to 3,000. Um, 3,000 a month means you're probably making around $20 an hour, or you are receiving some type of tips at your job, which, would put you in today's today's economy, in today's day and age, would mean that you have some type of a skill, which is crazy. You know, 20 something an hour is a skill job now. So 3,000, you're able to afford a room, maybe a really small apartment, get around, pay for a couple things here and there. You're always trying to manage your budget. God forbid you have a gambling habit or some type of addiction, smoking, drinking, you're cooked. You might as well be making 2,200 or $2,000 a month. So, okay, 3,000. Maybe you're able to make a little savings or something. Let's segue to another faction of reality. People come together, people fall in love, right? People are always looking to you know, be with one another. So, let's imagine you have an actual kid, a child, 2026, and you're making $3,000 a month. Boy, if you are not situated in a perfect relationship with this woman, you're cooked. If you're on child support, you're not with her, or let's just say you guys are together. If the relationship is not, you know, what works for the human race, which has worked for such a long time, and it's just been rapidly destroyed in the last. I mean, that's just a whole nother video. But if it doesn't work like that, you're cooked. You're cooked. You might as well be making $2,000 a month. Matter of fact, you might as well be living in debt. You're actually in debt at that point. You're living in debt. So, maybe around the 3,000 mark, you invest in a credit card or something, and you start trying to build something, put $100 away savings a month. Okay, let's go up to the final, where I put at the final stage, like $3,500 a month. 3,500 a month, you're definitely getting paid 25 and up. You have some type of skill, you've been at a job for years, you have, um, you know, maybe you have some type of savings. Let's look at who's working these jobs at this point. I'd say there's definitely, I wouldn't put a high number on that being anybody below the age of 26 or 27. Maybe 27. It's cut off. I've been seeing a lot of young brothers working in the construction lately, which I'm so happy for. Um, but yeah, overtime hours and all of that. But the taxes are just whooping everybody, whooping everybody. I mean, it's just whoa. So 3,500 a month. Maybe you're able to invest in a car, put something down on credit. So when you see people out here, paying for all these trips, having nice cars. You gotta really understand how many people are really hustling for this money these days. Or like how many people are really living in debt. Like tens, $20,000 in debt. I mean, even the richest people will tell you they're in debt. Just seeing a video of Mr. Beast earlier today, he was saying like he's in debt. He's like the average viewer has more money than him. But this is why I just don't understand why the conversation
It's
isn't
like
being shifted on a public scale past it just being something demonic. And it's just insane. It's overwhelming. It's flat out disrespectful. Um, because at the end of the day, no matter what you believe, like men and women, that's we come together, we create life, we continue on. This is what the basis of any organisms, most organisms do. Now to set into things like the spirit inside of our bodies, we are two halves of something amazing that was created. How can one side be so inflicted, so hijacked, just so it's amazing. It's amazing what humans can do when they put their mind to it. And just look at where we're at right now in today's society and just imagine the reverse tail, the flip side of it. Like if we were putting as much energy that we're doing, putting into negativity into something positive. It's insane. And it's no wonder. No wonder. So what do you do at this point? Do you go with the downfall? Do you just side with it, sit in your house, make your minimum wage, stay away from everybody, and just find your peace, do your little trips, make your YouTube videos? Is this where, and then 30, 40 years down the line, you know, the world is just going to change so much, and it's going to be exactly what we don't want it to be. It's going to be exactly the place that you don't want to live, and it's just hard to accept that it's all by design. It's all by design. Every last little minor detail is by design. Even causality is by design in this matrix that we live in. It's insane to accept. Um, but I don't know. I don't know where do we go from at this point, or do you keep trying? Do you keep fighting? That is the spirit of humanity. We are, a linear story, as I've described in the past. You know, trial, triumph, success, failure, death, rebirth. It's kind of tiring. But you guys be safe and don't do anything dumb.